You're ready to film your video, sit in front of a camera, press record, and suddenly you forget how to talk. Does this sound familiar? Don't worry, this is a series all new content creators go through when they're trying to get familiar with their cameras. You fix your hairs and clothes and suddenly makes an awkward eye contact with your camera, and when you even manage to summon that courage to talk, you end up sounding like those three machine that is checking out.
Hello, welcome to my video. Please scan your first item.
Awkward, right? It is actually very upsetting and discouraging. If this is you, you have come to the right place. By the end of this video, you go from making an awkward eye contact with your camera to making your videos with ease. Chidubem Doris here, and this is beginner's guide on how to gain camera confidence. Are you ready? Let's get right into it. Tip number 1, free talking, similar to free writing. You know, it is so difficult to start writing on a plain page. Yes, this is similar to when you want to start creating your content, or maybe you face a camera, right? In literature, they advise their writers to always have what we call free writing, because this space you can actually jot down whatever that is in your mind, how you feel like, without looking at the spelling or the grammars, or the you just want to write what is in your mind at that point, and it helps you go about writing well. Right, at the end of the day, you can still edit it. It does not matter. This is how we are having this free talking. You just go in front of your mirror, right, talk to yourself, or maybe on the camera and start talking to yourself. Blab, say anything. You can just start, hi, today I went to a place, I did this, I did that, just so you can get comfortable with your camera, right? So that's pretty much the point I'm trying to make. We have free writing, also have free talking. So free talk before you start your main video. Tip number 2, name your camera. I know this sounds very awkward, but it's so easy to come back to something, or as in, just name your camera. Let it be like a human being that you're coming to talk to, because it's funny and crazy that you just sit in front of the camera and you're just blabbing to the camera. It seems like you'll be asking yourself, am I insane? What am I even saying? So, and this is different from you having a congregation where you're talking to your people. You get that kind of point. So instead of you to go dive in and start creating your content, you see how children normally name their favorite toys. This is actually a technique, so you could also use it. It could work for you. Not everybody would fancy that, but you can do it. I did it and it's working for me. As in, I feel so comfortable talking to my camera when I feel that yes, I'm going back to Victoria to gist her about what happened today. It's so easy. It makes you more confident, and you come out differently instead of being so awkward. And at the end of, people that are watching your content are not relating to it. People hate most is when you don't sound confident of what you're saying. The person is not coming out with that energy that yes, I know this thing I'm talking about. I mean, what am I doing there? It will be like that person is not talking out of experience. So for you to say something out of experience, you need to really come out as though you know it. So for you to come out as though you know it, you need all the confidence in the world that you need, right? So that's tip number 2. Heading over to number 3, be prepared. Yes, I'll say that again. Be prepared. I don't know about you, but me, I'm not good at not being prepared, or an impromptu whatever. Anything I'm doing, I like being ahead of what I'm doing. It helps a lot. You cannot just come to the camera, you don't have a topic, or maybe you have a topic, but at the end of the day, if you don't study about that topic, if you don't have the knowledge, you don't prepare about it, you see yourself always thinking and making your video unnecessarily long. So for you to come out and deliver the way you would love it to be, you have to be prepared. When I mean preparation, you can either script out what you want to talk about and go through it, so that at the end of the day you have your points made, or you highlight things you want to talk about. Yes, like me, I'm having my highlights. This is my book. I highlighted what I want to talk about, and one after the other, I'm saying them the way I want it to come out, right? So instead of staying and blabbing so long and making your video so long, and it's so tiring, because when you make your video so long, to edit it to come out perfectly is so hard, except you're working with an editor, of course, right? Even at that point, your editor might charge you higher, because they are saying the video is so long. Tip number 5, look good and feel good. Yes, you need to feel good, you need to look good. You cannot just look upward, and when you're seeing yourself in the in the camera, you'll be like, oh, is this me? I'm not looking so fine, you know, that kind of a thing. Look, when you're looking inside the camera, you like what you're seeing. If you like what you're seeing, somebody else might like what you're seeing, right? Look good, prepare yourself. I'm not saying you should wear your best clothes, or maybe you go and start wearing your suits, your, you know, I'm not saying, or start wearing your wedding gown. No, I mean, you should look good. You go out on a daily basis, right? And when you go out on a daily basis, you receive compliments on things you put on. Maybe your earring, maybe your particular trouser, maybe, you know, just put on your best. The things that people you've received compliments of times, put them on to appear nice and feel nice. Tip number 7, get into the zone. When I say get into the zone, I'm just trying to say do something crazy, do something that makes you feel good. If it's listening to music, I mean, vibing to a music, vibe to that music, vibe before you come back and give us that content, right? If he's jumping, if he's screaming, if he's, I mean, as in, ginger yourself. That's the right word. Ginger yourself out of your shell so that you feel good, and so that when you're presenting that content, there's nothing that is going to stop you, and you'll be seeing yourself delivering, and you'll be like, is this me that is talking? Yes, you have to get into the zone, just like a small ritual before getting into creating your content, your own video, right? It sounds funny, but can get you out of your shell. That's what can get you creating a better content. So guys, that's pretty much it. At the end of the day, I mentioned 6 points, right? So put them into practice and see how your content is going to skyrocket. You'll be loving your content.